So I don't know about you, but something kind of interesting is going on, right? It feels like this week we've started to see climate change become something that's not just about like the weather and planting trees and all that stuff, right? There's two things that happened this week, which got me thinking. You know, independent MP Zali Steggall said this week that we can't have productivity as a nation without climate resilience because it costs us money and also stops people from working. To give you an idea of the cost, according to the Insurance Council, over the past 5 years, the annual cost of extreme weather insurance claims has more than doubled to 4.5 billion, up from the 30-year average of 2.1 billion. And they say it's largely due to flooding costs, right? Why has Steggall brought this up? Well, a federal government event is happening next month, and it's aimed at finding solutions to Australia's failing productivity. And the member for Warringah says that climate change impacts also need to be discussed at this event, because she reckons that we could create a $10 billion fund that invests into projects to make communities more resilient, and we'd fund it essentially by taxing the fossil fuel companies more. Then, kind of on the other end of things, you've got Green Senator Peter Whish-Wilson, who's looking at it a little differently, right? So this week he set up a Senate committee, and they're going to investigate misinformation and disinformation related to climate change and energy. So they're essentially trying to find out, what are people spending a lot of money on trying to spin? And also the investment that goes into spinning something like fossil fuels. Like, why do they do that? Well, I mean, one reason is it's a pretty shit deal for us. You know, we don't get that much money from it. They get heaps. And in fact, we actually pay them over $14 billion in tax breaks to help them make life on this planet harder for us. It's early days with the conversation around climate change, but it is shifting. It's becoming just as much about how do we benefit economically and socially as it is about, you know, saving the planet and all that sort of stuff. Increasingly, the writing is on the wall that says that climate change isn't really a left or a right issue anymore.